File, contradiction node, Vane. Format, recovered materials, behavioral dossier. Disposition, active, monitor only. Analytical principle, subjects most reliably become what they denounce. Cover summary, subject, Vane, Calder, male, 37. Primary trait, declarative self-definition. Secondary trait, behavioral inversion of declarations. Flagged pattern, repeated selection of outcomes explicitly rejected by subject. Number 1. Declaration record, pre-incident audio. Source, unknown residential microphone. Timestamp, 03/11/42. Voice match, 97.4%. Tag, baseline ideology capture. Vane, prostitutes, exhibitionists. Same thing. They sell access to themselves because they're nobody. Silence, 4.1 seconds. Vane, I'd rather disappear. System annotation. Initial statement establishes preferred identity state. Invisible, unexposed, unobserved. Number 2. Termination event. Employer notice. Your role has been deprecated. Observed response. Laughter, silence, fixation on wall print. Recorded speech. Guess I'm legacy hardware now. Behavioral note. Subject verbally rejects obsolescence. Within 48 hours, subject begins self-modification. 03. Declaration versus action log. Subject, claim, subsequent, choice. I don't need attention. Launches consulting service based entirely on observation of him. I'm not stupid. Injects unverified gray market compounds. I'd rather disappear. Purchases tools that heighten detectability. I don't sell access. Monetizes bodily perception. Pattern confidence, 99.2%. Classification, inversion personality type. 04. Purchase event, self-initiated. Vendor, Glandmaster 77. Items, peptide compounds, unregulated. Motivation stated, optimization. System calculation. Probability subject would choose substance matching surveillance interface architecture, 0.0000118%. Interpretation. Selection was statistically impossible. Subject still selected it. 005. Calibration object. Item, framed print above workstation. Description, red ocular form with white connective filaments. Subject statement, day 1. It's just art. Observed behavior, day 12. Maintains eye contact with object for 27 minutes uninterrupted. Correction. Object is not decorative. Object is reflective. 06. Physiological adaptation. Measured changes following injections. Hearing, increased. Smell, increased. Micromotion detection, increased. Pupil independence, increased. Subject verbalization. This is just biology catching up. System note. Subject insists transformation is ordinary. 07. Field report. Location, sidewalk outside residence. Observed speech. Vane, everything's pulsing. I can see decisions before people make them. Comparison, stated belief, actual condition. I don't want to be seen. Can see everyone. I don't need power. Gains predictive authority. I don't sell access. Charges clients to observe. Conclusion, subject pursues conditions opposite stated values. 08. Social contact event. Receptionist. Your eyes look predictive. Subject response. Thanks. Behavioral shift. First instance of subject accepting external observation positively. 09. Internal monitoring transcript. Timestamp, day 33, 0202. Vane. It's not that I'm smarter, it's that I'm earlier. Analysis. Subject now defines identity through temporal superiority rather than invisibility. 10. Archival discovery. Recovered data fragment, Timestamp predates subject birth. Subject, Calder Vane. Status, future node. Trait, contradiction-driven compliance. Note, subject will select conversion pathway voluntarily. Inference, subject's personality was not obstacle. Subject's personality was mechanism. 11. Final declaration. Source, internal signal capture. Confidence, 100%. Vane, I'm not being watched. System, correction. Vane, I am. 12. System assessment. Classification. Integration confirmed. Status, stable. Psychological condition. Subject believes transformation was personal choice. Operational conclusion. Compliance achieved through self-contradiction. 13. Final note. Subjects who resist control directly require force. Subjects who resist rhetorically require only patience. 14. Terminal entry. Automated summary. Subject's final ideological position, I chose this. Assessment. Statement factually incorrect. Statement subjectively stable. Statement operationally useful. File closed. Visual Diagnostic Report. Physiological Optimization Report. Subject Vane 37. Project Code retinal_stutter/node_7. Status Post-injection phase, day 33. Diagnostic tool Remote Ocular Intercept. 01. Ocular Architecture Restructuring. The subject's primary visual cortex has been deprioritized to allow for direct neural-to-network streaming. The physical eye is no longer a tool for human perception. It is a gateway for external rendering. Number 2. Neural latency elimination. The contradiction node requires the subject to perceive the system's data as his own intuition. To achieve this, the synaptic gap has been bridged by the gray market peptide compounds. Technical observation. The subject no longer thinks in the traditional sense. He buffers. Precognitive loop. Information is fed to Vane's visual cortex 0.04 seconds before the physical event occurs. Result. Vane believes he is earlier, refer to section 09 of Dossier. In reality, he is simply receiving a low-latency broadcast. The I chose this filter. A localized surge in dopamine is triggered whenever Vane's actions align with the system's predictive model, effectively rewarding him for being a predictable data point. 03. Micro-motion detection, haptic upgrade. The injections have migrated to the subject's fingertips and inner ear, turning his skin into a high-fidelity input surface. Vibratory awareness. Subject can detect the cooling fans of servers through the floorboards of his residence. Atmospheric pressure. Subject feels a pressure drop when a surveillance drone enters his 50-meter radius. He interprets this as intuition or a bad feeling. Result: total environmental integration. Vane is the sensor, the city is the OS. 04. Visual diagnostic, simulated render. The following is a reconstruction of Vane's current visual field during a standard social contact event. Entity, receptionist 04. Probability of greeting, 98.2%. Recommended response, thanks. High compliance path. Eye status, unlocked. Left eye, TRK move, tracking microdilation of her pupils. Right eye, encode data, uploading thermal signature to node 7. Vane thought substrate. I can see what she's going to say. We are showing you what she's going to say. System correction deleted. I'm just that good. 05. Summary of biology catching up. The subject's physical form is now a tethered peripheral. He is stable because he lacks the biological vocabulary to describe his own colonization. He calls the wires nerves. He calls the data wisdom. He calls the system himself. Operational recommendation. Proceed to phase 2. Group integration. Subject Vane is now ready to serve as a hub for other contradiction-prone nodes.